Hello and welcome to Stories. Stories is all about sharing successful stories of people around the world. And today I have Ms. Veronica live with me. Ms. Veronica, would you like to share with the audience about yourself, your current association? I think you are an author also.
Yes, sure, Jason. I actually began my career in marketing and sales. That was about 10 years ago, a decade ago. I was into pharmaceutical marketing,
Okay.
where I had to meet the consultants and promote our products. The last company that I worked was for Walter Bushnell.
Mm.
And after that, I had to take a break. As always, that happens. Women getting married and then relocation is not possible, doesn't happen. So this was something, a similar story with me also. But then I couldn't stay like that because I was always used to keep moving. If I was to stay at a point, like I would just go, it would be very upsetting for me. So I took up to writing. I took up to blogging because that is one thing where you can vent out your feelings, whatever you feel, whatever you want to express. Not all times people are there to hear you out. Sometimes it is just impulsive. Sometimes something comes to your mind and you just want to write it.
Yeah.
So this is how it started with random writing.
Mhm.
And then I took up Cusp of Destiny, which is my website where I started blogging. So the last 3-4 years I've been blogging.
Mhm.
And then all my readers and my friends, they encouraged me. They said, why don't you come up with a book? And this was a wonderful topic for me because I am myself a single child parent, and all the situations, all the issues that I have faced, plus the experiences from the other friends of mine, the parent friends of mine, together I put them all, and I said like, okay, let me come up with a book. So this lockdown was a very wonderful period because where everyone was feeling very bad. Most of us were feeling bad of these situations.
Yeah.
I thought like, why not come out with something new for 2021? So from June, I took up to writing,
Mhm.
and I put all my experiences, all the memories, all the interviews that I had with the parents for my topic. And finally, in December, end of December, I published my book. So my book is there, One and Done, which is a very unique topic because there are many parenting books available over there, but One and Done is very specifically for parents who are in a dilemma of going in for a second child, or who are feeling guilty about not going for a second child for various reasons. Genuine reasons could be
Mhm.
financial constraints or lack of time, or they just do not want to go through that process again, especially the mothers. So but then they also feel guilty at somewhere in the later part of life when they see their other parents, they feel guilty. So for such parents, this book is a very wonderful book because it gives a complete from my end, like, it is a very small attempt. I cannot say like it's a very big hit, but then all the experiences are put here so people can relate to any part of the world. Globally, this is an issue, so any part of the world people can, when they read it, they'll feel like, okay, somebody's talking to them.
Fantastic.
So that is how this book came about.
Amazing. So we know more about you now, and something would be there driving you, that success factor, that passion. We know you're a writer. So what keeps you motivating, and what is that success strategy behind your performance?
Yes, Jason, this is a very interesting question. Actually, once you are in the corporate field, once you have been working, and suddenly there is a break in your career.
Yeah.
Now, again, that comes for commitments, family commitments. This is a very common thing. I mean, okay, most of the females do encounter this kind of situation in their life. Somewhere there is a small break, a big break. Sometimes they cannot go back to their workplace. So
Yeah.
I have also experienced that. When in marketing and sales, I felt very dynamic. I felt very happy because I would meet different doctors every day,
Mhm.
at least on an average 10 doctors a day. But suddenly when everything came to a halt, it was indeed depressing and worrying for me, because there is something called your inner narrative. Your inner narrative always keeps asking you, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You are cooking, you're doing the household chores, you're taking care of the family, the child. Then what more are you doing? How will you do it? Are you going to stay stagnant here? So for me, I feel success is something where you have to go against the tide, against the situations, provided you have that passion within you. That
Yeah,
passion which is there should always be in your heart and in your body, and that should keep you driving. You must find ways to to nurture that passion and to realize your dreams. So to do this, even for a simple thing like writing, when I would sleep, when I would wake up at only 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, when I took up to writing, I decided I have to do it. So I would wake up at 3:45. At 4 I would be up with my laptop. No doubt it had its own effects on the health, but then I wanted to do it. So when you have decided that you have to do it, you will do it.
correct.
So the thing is, it should be here.
The mindset, yeah.
It has to be here, and your heart has to be strong. You must tell yourself, come what may,
Mm.
I'm not going to let this dream die off. This dream will happen. It has to happen.
Amazing.
And when you decide that you have to build your own individuality,
Mm.
being called as somebody's wife, being called as somebody's mother, somebody's sister, that all is very good. But finally, what are you? There are so many skills that are within you. So, do you put them to sleep forever, or do you nurture them and bring it out to the world so
Mm.
that it becomes a kind of a guide, a helping hand for the next person,
Yeah.
for some other mothers, for some other females who are struggling with this kind of dilemma, with this kind of guilty feeling. So this is my what drives me is every time the question that I ask myself, what am I doing? What are you doing? I always ask myself, what are you doing? Now I came up with this book. Again, I'm asking myself, what am I doing the next? Am I going to sit with this book, or am I planning, or should I also think of coming up with the next book, maybe in another 6 months, maybe come up with a similar topic, but something more specific? Am
Mm.
I working on that? So this is something your own self should drive. Nobody is going to drive you, nobody is going to push you unless you push yourself. You have to push yourself.
That's amazing to hear, especially when there are challenges around you, when there are obstacles around you. Something is
Yes.
in our mindset, in our to in ourselves to drive to attain that mission. That's fantastic. I
Yes.
think your challenges, your obstacles would be there in the book, right? One and done. You
Yes, One and Done has almost, I have tried to cover up most of the common challenges which mothers across the world face. Because when I started writing, initially it was my experience, then slowly the experience of the other parents added to it. Then slowly I did a lot of research, reading. I joined various other communities to find out what's happening elsewhere in the world.
Mhm.
Is the problem of having only child only in India, or is it only in Asian countries, or is it even in other countries? How do mothers in other countries feel about it? So overall, I could gather that most of the mothers with single child have these common set of problems, where the child is asking for a sibling sometime later in life, where there's a societal pressure, where there is family pressure. So this is a common thing. And then I have put these issues, these concerns. How do you handle the questions?
Mhm.
There are times people comment, even without thinking what the family must have undergone for the in the first pregnancy, what
Mhm.
the mother must have undergone. It must have been a very painful pregnancy, but people outside world do not understand. Their question is, why isn't the second one coming? Are you all coming with a second? So how do you handle these kind of questions? So that is given in one entire chapter. There is another chapter which is dedicated specially for single children, how spirituality helps.
Mhm.
Because this is something which the single children have to learn. It is not only about the normal prayer where you pray. Every religion has some certain prayers. However, there is something else called conversation with the creator.
Correct.
Specifically, like your child is alone, there is nothing. Your child feels that nobody can come to help me. So how does a child face such a situation? There is something called, I have told this to my daughter, like when you feel that there's nobody around you, you have to talk to God. And when you call out to God, when you call out to the superior, to the universe sends help. So this has been my personal experience, and I try to tell this. So this is what I have also shared in the book.